Hey guys, Joe here, the Joe Madden Sports Podcast, joined this afternoon by Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, host of Morningwood and Total Chaos. Allie, welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you for having me again. It's always a good time when we hang out.
It is so much fun. Now, I asked you off air, where did you find that shirt? People are going to see this. They're going to want to know. It is awesome.
So I'm obsessed with, I got to show you the whole thing though, because it's
so
the
cool.
1979 National Championship. So this is when Magic Johnson played for Michigan State and Larry Bird played for Indiana State, and they played each other for the final game of the national championship. And that is where the coin March Madness was actually termed. But I got it. I was watching this show called Winning Time, which if you guys have not seen Winning Time, you have to watch it. It's John C. Reilly plays Dr. Jerry Buss. And it's all about how they're rebuilding that Lakers dynasty and how like it all kind of came to be. But in that show, Magic Johnson is wearing this shirt because obviously he just won the national championship. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, boop, 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 Amazon, eBay, where can I find it? I need that shirt. So now I have it.
I love it. I'm glad that you were able to find it that easy as well. Yeah. So if everyone's looking for it, go over to eBay. Now, how are things going with your shows this week on Picks and Parlays?
Things are going really well. I told you guys last week that we were starting our Handy Capitan contest. It's that really big one that lasts all month long. 2 picks a day. You win $250. I'm on the bubble right now. So my 2 picks today could make me or break me. I have to go 2-0 to stay in the contest, because if you're even or below even, you're out, and I'm even right now. So I know, man, I'm stressed. This gives me so much anxiety. It's worse than just giving out regular free picks because, you know, I don't want to. And the last time I competed, I won. Well, I tied for first, and then we had a tiebreaker, and I lost the tiebreaker. But in my head, I came in first.
Okay? You did. You completely did.
The allotted competition, I was in first place. But that was all my Russian table tennis picks, and now I'm only picking baseball, and it's a little bit stressful.
Allie, baseball has been so hard. The last 2 days have killed me. Completely. I don't know what's happening. The Toronto Blue Jays are falling apart. They couldn't even win against the A's with Alek Manoah. So I don't know what's happening in baseball right now. Tell me you have some good picks today, solid picks today.
I mean, I would like to think so. I think my just like no-brainer of the day is with Keuchel and Gomber on the mound, the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. I took that game over. I just think that that's kind of, I don't want to say an obvious over, but it's the only way you could play it. So that was my first pick of the Handy Capitan, over 9.5 for the Rockies.
Yeah, it's moved down to 9. So if people are still looking to get it, it's at 9 now.
I'm telling you, I'm like a ball of stress right now. Then my other one, I went back and forth, Cubs, Dodgers, right? I don't want to lay, I have an issue with laying a 1.5 with home teams, because if you're up, you know, by a run at the end of the top of the 9th, then you won't play a bottom of the 9th. You'll just win the game. And so it's hard to hit that run line sometimes, although the Dodgers are really good at cashing run lines, especially when they win the game. But I got stressed out about it. I know that Leiter Jr. hasn't pitched since April. I know that Gonsolin is like a smoke show on fire. So I took the Dodgers first team to score at -140 was the play that I made on it. I know. I went back and forth and up and down and left and right. And that in the rules of the contest, it has to be under a -150. So it's not typically a bet I would make. Like that juice isn't juice that I typically lay. But for the purposes of this contest, I'm going to roll with that. That's how I'm doing it.
Yeah, I like that. I think that is a solid play there. And baseball is really such a different animal. Sometimes you do have to lay that -140 because you're not able to get value anywhere else. We look at the Houston Astros. -380 though right now on that money line going into that game. Just insane if people are betting those kind of lines. What's the highest juice you normally like to lay in or outside of baseball?
The highest I go like in it, like if I really freaking like you, is a -150. But I kind of stick around the I like plus money. So typically I'm looking for plus money bets. I love a plus run at plus money, which I have the Marlins, I believe, +1 at +135 is what I have them at today. So I love those kind of bets, looking in the alternate lines. But 120, 135 is kind of where I'm looking for. And below that, but if I really like you, I'll get up to a 150 if I think it's there. Ooh, all right. I got KC over 4 in the first 5. They just scored 1.
And I love that. I have them +1.5 for this game. So hopefully that's a good sign seeing them hit against Verlander there.
That's who I have +1.5 at +135 is the Royals, not the Marlins. That's who it is. I just found it in my slip.
I love it. It's going to be definitely a good game here today. I like these day games. What are your thoughts on teams like the Houston Astros where they're playing their last game at home? They've got 6 games coming up on the road. They've got 2 or 3 against the A's and then 3 against the Angels. Do you think these kind of situations are letdown spots that last game at home?
I mean, especially coming off the loss that they had last night to the Royals, I think the betting public's head goes to, well, Houston won't lose 2 in a row, especially with Verlander coming off that gem. But for me, Verlander coming, if you look at his past 5 games, I think it was like 7-7, 3-7, and then the last one was 8 with no hits, no earned runs, that whole jam. What's the likelihood he does that twice is the way I see it. Like Verlander's coming off his best game of the year, and the Royals played the Astros tough. They like to bounce back. I've been cashing that series over. That was actually my handicap pick for yesterday was the Royals over the 8, and I had 4 runs in the first. So that's, I'm kind of leaning on the Royals at this time because you're getting the value. Plus runs at plus money is great value, especially when so much public perception is on the Astros and not being able to lose 2 in a row.
Absolutely. Allie, do you like taking the public teams on the run line or extended run line at all? Or is that something you kind of shy away from, even when you're getting plus money on extended run lines?
I don't find value in giving up runs in a sport like baseball where so many games end decided by 1 run. It's just one of those things for me that it's never valuable to give up points. And even in basketball, I mean, it's anything over like 6 or 7 points. I'm not laying the points. I'm taking them. I always want to take. I'm greedy, y'all. Okay. I want all the points. I want all the monies. That's what I want.
And the plus money too. That's why you're plus money, honey. It's a perfect name for you. How did you come up with that, Allie?
It was baseball season, just, baseball season and trying to come up with what would make sense for how I bet and what I like to do. And it was kind of cute and it worked. And so that's what I went with.
I love it. Okay, now we were talking before the show. You've got some other stuff going on. What else have you been up to, Allie?
I do. So anyone who follows the Morning Wood Show knows about Tony the Goat Cobbs. She is one of our just right out of the gate when the show started over a year ago. She took down our last Woody Standing contest. I think she's still the only person to win it 3 times. She won it back to back. She's taken down Handy Capitan. She's really sharp and she loves collecting baseball, basketball, football cards, hockey cards. She's super into it. So we found this site called Whatnot where there's auctions going on all day. And it's not just cards. There's Pokemon cards. There's all kinds of stuff. There's shoes, there's purses, and they're just doing these auctions all day. Yeah. And so she said, hey, you've got a good following. You've got all the equipment to do shows. How'd you like to get involved? And I'll send you cards. You sell the cards. I'll send you cards. You sell the cards or auction them really. And so that's what we're doing now. We're called Rockin' a Card Space is the name of our little
name.
Thank you.
I love it.
I really like to name things. I don't know if that's like a hidden talent or something, but I do really like to name things.
And I'm the exact opposite. So next time I need a name for something, I'm coming to you because growing up, all my dolls were babies. My kids are lucky they got the names they did. That's for sure.
My kid is Escher, like MC Escher. I was pretty proud of that one too.
I love that. That is a fantastic name for sure, Allie. Okay, so when did the auctions go for your cards then?
So Monday through Friday, I go on at 3:30 Eastern every day. And it's super cool. I've got a Plinko board is how you kind of decide what cards you get once you win the auction. You pick 1 through 4 and I drop the chip and it goes down and whatever pack of cards it lands on is the one you get. We rip them open right there and go through them. And then we do lots of giveaways, autographed basketball cards. We've got jerseys, a Sonny Michel Patriots jersey that's autographed. Dexter Manley auto jersey. So, we're just kind of building up our arsenal right now and rolling along. But yeah, 3:30 Eastern every day. And you can follow it on Twitter at Rockin' a Card Space. So that's how we're doing it. And yeah, it's lots of fun. If you follow me on Twitter at Plus Money Honey, I usually post it onto there. So you'll see it there also. But if you're into collecting cards, check us out for sure. It's a lot of fun.
I am definitely going to check it out, Allie. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Joe Madden Sports Podcast. Can you remind everyone where to follow you and what time your shows are on Picks and Parlays?
Yes, absolutely. Well, Monday through Friday, we've got Morning Wood starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. And tomorrow, my guest host is none other than Joe Madden herself, people. So check us out tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for Morning Wood. Total Chaos is a recorded show, but it's on every night. You'll be able to find a Total Chaos. I take 2 or 3 expert handicappers, put them up against each other, and they give me their opinion over or under the total on 5 games that happened that evening. That's a really successful show. A lot of people love that. And then, like I said, Rockin' a Card Space is going on 3:30 Eastern, Monday through Friday. And then Tony Cobbs, the GOAT, does it on the weekends with single cards and slabs. So that's pretty much how I'm rolling.
Awesome. I love it, Allie. Keep crushing it. You got so many great things going on. I can't wait to see you tomorrow on your show.
Yes, indeed. Thanks so much for having me. We'll have a good time tomorrow.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. You guys, I will see you back in the next 2 minutes here with another Joe Madden Sports Podcast. Bye, Allie.
Bye.